Good morning, and thank you for taking the opportunity to speak with us regarding your equipment management process. As we have the opportunity to speak with key decision makers like yourselves who are responsible for both influencing and maximizing efficiencies within their company's operations, we hear of a number of challenges that you face when dealing with your equipment and tool rental process. In fact, these three numbers tell the story of the need to increase visibility and accountability, streamline operations and processes, and achieve greater cost control and cost reduction. In a survey done by the Aberdeen Group, 82% of commercial and industrial companies acknowledge that an increase in equipment utilization would result in an increase in operational ROI. However, in that exact same study, 46% of the key decision makers within these commercial and industrial organizations admit to not tracking equipment utilization. Data collected by RSC over the past several years indicates that on average, 24% of all equipment rented is left on rent beyond its original due date, with an average duration of 15 days. Leaders like you are sharing with us how their equipment management process is affecting both their short and long-term organizational goals and strategies. In other words, what they're telling us is equipment utilization has a direct effect on their profits. So let's take a closer look. Today, our customers are telling us about a number of factors that are influencing their equipment management process. Things like decentralization. Although a necessary element for most organizations today, decentralized processes come with a number of challenges as it relates to a company's ability to be effective. Multiple people involved in the equipment rental process. Multiple vendors enlisted to satisfy their equipment and tool rental needs. Numerous crafts requiring the right equipment and tools at the right time. And varying systems being used to manage the process. So what are the results of these factors influencing your equipment management process today? Well, the first is companies are renting entirely too much equipment. They're renting more equipment than they actually need to get the job done. So there's a lot of duplication. The second is, of the equipment that they're renting, it's on rent beyond its original due date, resulting in unwanted over expenditures. And the third is the systems that they're adopting to manage the process have become extremely complex. So what is the impact on your organization of renting too much equipment, leaving it on rent too long, and adopting complex systems? Well, the first is excessive rental spend. The second is excessive time spent managing these factors and the process. And the third is decreased productivity of your most important asset, your people. So those folks that are in charge of executing these processes. At best, this is a very fragmented reactive approach. And literally, it's putting your company at risk. However, The greatest risk is not knowing how this approach is threatening your organization's future goals. Effectively getting from today to a desired state of operational excellence depends heavily on your equipment management process. Failure to move away from this fragmented reactive approach significantly impacts an organization's growth trajectory. Many companies are choosing to address these issues of too much, too long, and too complex by focusing on price. Meaning, they're seeking the lowest line item pricing when making their equipment and tool rental decisions. In fact, price has been shown to have 1/6 the financial cost savings, or 1/6 the impact, than truly addressing the issues of too much, too long, and too complex. In other words, continuing to focus on price leads companies down into this abyss. Companies are choosing to partner with RSC because they seek a better way to bridge this gap. They recognize that their equipment management process not only affects employee productivity and engagement, but overall job success. And only by partnering with RSC can they achieve their goals. So I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about these goals and how best-in-class companies like yourselves are partnering with RSC to achieve them. The first goal is increased visibility and accountability. So what if you and your team had true insight into your entire equipment management process? With tools like RSC's Total Control, you can enhance visibility management and optimize your rental process to reduce redundancies and late returns. With our management by exception reporting strategy, you can focus on actionable data based on criteria that you define. You can literally empower your team to make the best strategic equipment rental decisions. You can leverage embedded GPS technology to also track every piece of equipment you have on rent. The second goal is to streamline operations and processes. So what if you had a partner to help you manage your equipment rental process? With RSC's Managed Services program, you will have a dedicated advocate, intimately knowledgeable about your operations and processes to effectively manage your equipment rental process. You will have the equipment and the tools necessary to maximize productivity. And most importantly, you will have a partner to ensure the safest, most efficient work environment for every member of your team. The third goal is to achieve greater cost control and cost reduction. So what if you had the right tools and the right strategies to significantly impact your organization's overall rental cost and ROI? With customized scorecards and key performance indicators benchmarked against industry standards, you can empower your team to operate at the highest levels of efficiency. Customized data will not only help you validate but justify equipment rental decisions across your entire operation and provide actionable data that you can base future decisions upon. Companies are choosing to partner with RSC to achieve these goals, and we refer to this strategy as RSC's consumption management. And while this strategy might be a new concept to you, companies like yours are successfully leveraging this strategy to magnify cost savings 6 times that of price. And it can only be achieved with RSC. So having the right equipment at the right time with streamlined processes and operations that drive cost control and cost reduction is at the heart of RSC's consumption management. And it's this bridge that closes the gap between today and a future state of operational excellence that positively impacts the success of your organization. So, if you want to align each of these factors we discussed that are impacting and influencing your equipment management process, and you want to move from this fragmented reactive approach to a more proactive, what we like to call repeatable process, and you truly want to replace risk with success, then the only clear path forward is to partner with RSC. And this is exactly what best-in-class organizations are choosing to do. It's the power of you and RSC that will lead your organization to unparalleled future success. In fact, a major gas and oil company chose to partner with RSC and adopt their consumption management strategy to maximize efficiencies within their operation. And these three numbers tell the story of their success. They recognized a 35% increase in the utilization of key rental items. And it was this utilization or increase in utilization that drove a cost savings or 28% reduction in overall rental spend. So they reduced their rental spend by 28%. And the best part is they achieved these results only after partnering with RSC for 3 months. So, let's talk about how you and your organization can partner with RSC to achieve similar results.